Hi, my name is Ian Pilayo, a current student of Governance Institute of Australia and is enrolled for the Risk and Compliance module first semester of year 2020. In this video, I will be presenting an analysis and evaluation of the risk and compliance framework and management in relation to the organization which I am currently working.
The question is, why is risk and compliance extremely important in today's business world? Searching for an answer from case studies, educational materials, or the web will yield a lot of results. However, for me it is simple. When you start a business, there will always be accompanying risk and compliance matters in every aspect of it. Hence, having an effective and robust risk and compliance management framework established will enable every business to identify, control, and mitigate risks involved and will ensure the company's compliance obligations are adhered. I am currently working as a company secretary in a corporate service provider firm. It provides corporate services which includes corporate secretarial, accounting and tax, payroll, and fund management services. The type of services and the complexity of its operations creates a higher risk and potential information gaps which could result to compliance issues. To mitigate this risk and avoid potential compliance issues, the company has adopted a framework similar to the risk intelligent model, whereby it takes a holistic approach towards risk and compliance and fostering the organization's risk culture as everyone's responsibility. There is a dedicated compliance officer in the organization who handles day-to-day internal compliance management and also provides internal compliance reporting needs, addressing the management and board on the issues and relevant information. As the company secretary, I am the core corporate governance officer of the company and plays an integral part of the risk and compliance framework. I work closely with the compliance officer in ensuring that any new client undergoes different levels of due diligence check before the management agrees to provide the service. The due diligence involves requesting the client to complete and sign the following compliance documents. Compliance questionnaire, since other countries are known for fraud and corruption. We need to ensure that the money of the ultimate beneficial owner did not originate from a money laundering activity. Structure chart, passport copies and UBO declaration form, compliance acceptance form. This compliance exercise is not a one-off but an ongoing exercise which the organization conducts on an annual basis or as needed if management notice any sudden change of ownership, corporate structure, and feedbacks from stakeholders. Since it is a global company, the risk management framework focuses on risk appetite, risk tolerance, type of risk. Compliance is a key part of any organization's governance and risk management frameworks. Thus, we made sure that we follow the current international standard ISO 19600:2014 compliance management systems. It also adhered to the leading international standards of data security and information management and is ISO/IEC 27001-2013 certified. Enterprise-wide compliance management refers to an organization's management of compliance as a cohesive and coordinated response across its legal obligations, such as workplace health and safety laws, its internal codes of practice, such as the Employee Code of Ethics, and its contractual obligations. Periodically, the compliance officer conducts a compliance review on all the clients. As part of the review, there is a due diligence questionnaire sent to the client and request them to complete and provide relevant information. The organization's compliance exercise responsibility is allocated on different levels per the followings: group legal, local compliance officer, HR manager, operations manager, and the client's account managers. To ensure that all the employees in the organizations are updated on any changes on the legislations, the compliance officer conducts a Know Your Client training on a quarterly basis. In the event of a compliance failure, it is a requirement for the employees involved that they make an incident report. This report will then be forwarded to the compliance officer and group legal so that action will be taken to resolve the failures. The organization is considered as a large private company in Australia, hence, the company ensures that it meets its annual obligations to ASIC. The tax team also ensures that the company's tax obligations with ATO is completed on time. To better manage and monitor the risk and compliance framework, the compliance team has developed a risk register and implemented the use of management software, namely CAS 360 and SEO. This provides an effective means to map and generate information, reports, and data needed to support risk and compliance. Business continuity management is an essential element of an organization's overall risk management framework. It enables the organization to operate at the same level of quality and efficiency despite major business disruptions that are beyond its control. Since the company provides corporate services, its agreement with client requires the company to have a business continuity plan in place. It must ensure that its clients will have access to their corporate documents and stays compliant to any legislations imposed by the regulators. The company's business continuity plan focuses on these areas. Even before the occurrence of the COVID-19 pandemic, the company already has a periodic review of its BCP, ensuring that it remains relevant and effective in the event of business disruptions. There is a quarterly one-day work from home arrangement in place for everyone within the organization to ensure that the employees know what to do and have access to the server and network from home in the event when the BCP is activated. On every BCP test, the management ran a BCP report scorecard to communicate the information within the organization and to the board on the BCP readiness. All organizations face the risk of some form of reputational impact. Hence, properly and ethically managing reputation is a critical aspect of an organization's overall risk management framework. Reputation damage can be significantly intensified if the risk is not well managed, since not only will it adversely impact the relationship on regulatory offices, media, employees, but also the morale of the organization as a whole. One example of a reputation risk is the evidence of the misconduct uncovered in the Royal Banking Commission on financial services and banking sector. The main attributes of the current organization: corporate capability, market profile, corporate responsibility, persona of organization, and brand. With the organization's global reach, it is well known as one of the top corporate service providers. Many clients with global structures trust the brand and let it manage the administration of their companies in different jurisdictions. In addition, corporate social responsibility plays a key role in the organization's brand and culture. The organization shares to the public all the activities and programs the company has undertaken towards promoting corporate social responsibility through our website and other social media platforms. It helps promote a good reputation to our brand, but most importantly, it aims to inspire other companies and organizations to become a more socially responsible corporate citizen. With regards to the business, communicating to multiple clients is part of the day-to-day operations. The main means of day-to-day communication to the clients is via email. With this, the risk of one of the employees may send an email containing confidential information to incorrect recipient is very high. Thus, the management made sure that there is a good policy on how this issue is managed. It involves informing both parties about the error, both the owner of the confidential information and the incorrect recipient. The following lists down on how the company manages this type of high risk. First, request the employee involved to make an incident report. Second, ask the compliance officer to make a review and ensure policies are being followed. Third, talk to the employee to ensure that he or she understands the nature of the incident and what action needs to be done. Fourth, ensuring that the affected clients were properly informed and actions have been done. Fifth, review what action needs to be done. In terms of the local compliance in Australia, the company is always up to date and on time with the lodgement of its financial statements with the Australian Securities and Investment Commission and Australian Tax Office. Following the compliance matter imposed by the authority, it is very important to the company to minimize the risk that would damage its reputation. For example, when the Australian government announces a lockdown nationwide due to COVID-19, the management immediately announced that all employees should work from home and avoid going out of their houses aside from essential needs. Brand reputation is very important to the business since the industry that it is operating is extremely competitive. Promoting a good reputation to the public would positively impact its market profile and brand, which in the long term will help achieve the company's strategic goals. Overall, the company have been in the business industry for more than a decade and have been providing services to thousands of clients, which is increasing annually. This shows the level of trust from the public to the organization. They know that the company has a proper risk and compliance framework and that they can trust the organization to manage the corporate administration of their company. However, since there will always be legislative changes in and outside of Australia, the company must ensure that the policies of its risk and compliance framework are periodically reviewed and updated in a structured approach.